It is now my honor to welcome, for an opening prayer, Elder Barbara Niepenag.
Just to extend the land acknowledgement, I take this opportunity to welcome you all, because you don't know the path we all walk. To be kind and to be gentle and to use good words. It's hard to live up to that sometimes. But I try and do the best I can to make a difference. The vulnerable people out there in the streets, people with addictions. And most recently, I pray for, we all carry prayer in our hearts. We all carry kindness. My traditional name in my language is enjoy your evening.
And from the governing NDP party, I'm going to start there. I guess virtues of being the victors, right, and governing. The Honourable Kinew, Premier of Manitoba. And joining him from the Maples, Mintu Sunlu, no relation, but we're all related. Mick Phillips, J.D. Devgan, Rockham. From Burroughs, Diljit Brar. Jen, don't throw anything at me. Jennifer Chen from Fort Richmond. I got that right, thank you. From the Progressive Conservative Caucus, Obi Khan, the leader of the Honourable Opposition. Ron Schuler, my half-brother from Springfield. Jeff Areza from Portage. Kevin Gertzen, who's also a stand-up comedian apparently from Steinbach. Trevor King from Stonewall. And I hope I've not forgotten anybody. If I have, please, we will make it up to you during the evening. From City Council, we have His Worship, the Honourable Mayor Scott Gillingham. It's from City Council, Davy Sharma.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Hello everybody, my name is Jujhar Singh Brar, and tonight I have the pleasure and the honor as an MC.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Good evening everyone. Khalsa in Manitoba began its journey in 2015 when our community came together, especially the Sangat of Sikh Society, to raise funds for the Nepal earthquake relief. From that first step,
by mid-August, their fears became reality. The worst floods in more than 3 decades swept across the state. Hundreds of thousands of acres of crops, rice, cotton, sugarcane, were destroyed. More than 354,000 people were affected. All 23 districts of Punjab declared flood hit.
All 23 districts have been affected, with officials confirming that over 1,655 villages are underwater as rivers like Satluj, Beas and Ravi continue to overflow.
But when disaster strikes, hope often arrives in the spirit of savor. Khalsa aid teams were on the ground as early as July 25th, assessing the situation in Fazilka, Moga and Ludhiana. We provided dewatering pumps, diesel for tractors, never expecting the devastation that was yet to come. On August 14th, the Bios riverbank breached near Barupa village in Kapurthala. Khalsa aid volunteers rushed in, rescuing more than 20 families.
It's time to be with us here today. Please welcome the Honorable Wab Kinew onto the stage to share a special address.
Guruji ka Khalsa, Waheguru ki Fateh. It was very striking images, very striking video that we just watched. And let's show our appreciation to the international work of Khalsa Aid. And I'm really struck with this message. I remember it from the last time Ravi was here in Winnipeg. Recognize the whole human race as one. And it's tough to think about international affairs these days without thinking about our friend to the south, Donald Trump. And you know what he says? He says, America first. America first, America first. He always says that. And some people here in Canada, I love this country so much. I don't know about you, but I love Canada so much. I'm sure you all do. Some people here think the answer to America first is, well, Canada first. Canada first. But I think, hold on, bear with me for a second here. I think Ravi and Khalsa Aid are leading us to what the proper answer is. I think the real answer to America first is no, humanity first. And we can say that as Canadians, because in this country we have a great history and tradition of helping humanity around the world. And so I want to thank you for your leadership. I want to thank everybody from the Manitoba chapter here of Khalsa Aid. It was very, very moving this summer, as you heard mentioned already. Just a few blocks from where we are now, at Billy Mosienko Arena, we saw people from Khalsa Aid giving so generously and helping people who had been forced to flee their homes because of wildfires. And so we say thank you. Thank you so much. And speaking to Ravi at the table, very passionate, very smart, very sharp mind, and a big heart. To hear about the activities that they've taken in the Middle East, to hear about what they're doing now in Punjab on both sides, it is very, very moving. And I'm very, very glad to be here tonight because as a leader of your provincial government, of course we do the things that you expect of us. Healthcare, the economy, we work on those things. But to me, it is very important that leaders also stand with moral clarity on the questions of humanity. And so here in Manitoba, we have brought children from Gaza to get medical treatment. Here in Manitoba, we did search the landfill, and we brought those women home. And here in Manitoba, we want to do our part. When we see the community stepping up with generosity and with philanthropy and donating to charity, we want to do our part as well too. And so I want to shout out one of my colleagues, Mintu Sandhu, Minister, for really, really bringing my attention to the cause of the flooding in Punjab on both sides, as we heard in the video there. By the way, I just wanted to shout out Tyler Lashko from Lajimodiere. He's the MLA. He didn't get a shout out at the start. And Rochelle Schott from Kildonan River East. And Malaya Marcelino, the fiercest MLA of all, from Notre Dame constituency, Minister of Labor and Immigration. But Mintu was there in my office making the case about the humanitarian need in Punjab. And, you know, I really took the time to listen, and so shout out to him and shout out to the other leaders from the community who are here. Well, shout out to all of our MLAs who are here this evening, but we know Diljeet and JD and Mintu are from the community here. And what I wanted to say in particular is, because Khalsa Aid stepped up and helped Manitoba, Manitoba wants to step up and help Khalsa Aid. And of course, you know, it's not any of us as MLAs, it's not any of us as parties that are doing this. This is the people of Manitoba. These are the resources of the provincial taxpayer that we're talking about. And so I'm very humbled to be up here tonight to tell you on behalf of the province of Manitoba that your government is going to donate $100,000 to Khalsa Aid to help with the recovery efforts in Punjab. Okay, so we have a presentation. I'll give it to the MC to...
Is one of those occasions where Mr. Premier has moved us, many of us, I mean, not just me. You know, Punjab needs all the friends they can get, and we never ever forget those who stand by us, stood by us, especially in time of need. Although we will work around the world, we spend millions a year helping everyone around the world, we hardly get a look into in Punjab when there's a disaster. This is the third flood in 7 years. Or 6 years. So we are very, very humbled. We are forever grateful and grateful for acknowledging that there is that disaster in Punjab. And I've just said to Mr. Premier that you're now also part of Punjab, and Punjab means land of 5 rivers. So let's all flourish together. And as our elder said earlier today when she prayed for everyone, be kind, simple words. And today, I've known yourself for a while, also the dinner, and also remember how we are moved by your passion for humanity, which is unusual in politics. And I think we got big fans here from our club, our team as well, from Ontario, and it's people like Mr. Premier that I see hope that North America will once again flourish on humanity and compassion for each other. Thank you, Mr. Premier.
Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. For those of you that know me, know that I'm Punjabi, but I don't speak a lot of Punjabi, so should I try it tonight? No, that's not enough. So there, I'm off the hook. I told them I would ask the crowd. What an honor it is for me to be up here today as the leader of the PC Party of Manitoba. One of the first times I met members of Khalsa Aid was right here. We were packing and serving some food, and they asked me to say some words as the MLA. And I gave my speech, and I said, I'm Punjabi, I'm from Pakistan. I'm from Pakistan. But I am Punjabi. Then I got pulled aside by some elders, some uncles, and they said, we are Punjabi. You are Punjabi. It doesn't matter if you're from Pakistan, doesn't matter if you're from India, we are all Punjab. And the message of Khalsa Aid rings through, because he ended it with, we are all here for humanity.
To this wonderful gala tonight. You know, when I think of the purpose and the mission of Khalsa Aid, it really reflects to me humanity, and that is just truly awe-inspiring. This evening, our hospital foundation CEO, Trevor Cron, was unable to make it tonight So on behalf of Janet and myself, we're really, really thrilled to be here tonight to celebrate alongside such an inspiring...
Khalsa. Thank you so much. So we saw a really nice video that captures a lot of the events that our teams have been doing across Canada. But there's so much more that we can never capture in video. There are social issues, there are homeless issues, there are issues just as new Canadians coming into this country who are struggling. And so now when we work with these Punjabi students, when we work with Ukrainian students, when we work with Polish students, when we work with Hindu students, when we work with Muslim students, Yazidi, when we work with all students from so many parts of the country that come to us and ask for support.
Led humanitarian efforts across the globe, whether in war zones or disaster-stricken areas, guided by the SYNC principle of recognizing the human race as one. Through his leadership, the name Khalsa Aid has become synonymous with compassion. I would like everyone to give a warm welcome up to the stage, Ravi Singh.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. First of all, let me acknowledge Aji Vrinder Kaur. Where is she? Where's Vrinder Kaur gone? Okay, Vrinder Kaur. So, guys, give it up for Vrinder Kaur and her husband, Sanjeet Singh. So, Vrinder Kaur means 40 Khalsa before he was informed, before we set up Khalsa in Canada. I remember the first calls, the messages, and hasn't stopped since 2014-15. And we got Jatinder Singh, the director, who couldn't be here today. We call him Jindi. He and myself were teenagers in the UK, and then when he got married, he settled in Canada, moved to Canada, and then kids, he said, let me raise the kids a little bit more, then I'll get into Khalsa in Canada. We set it up, and he's never looked back. So Jatinder Singh, I know you're listening somewhere in BC, but thank you very much for what you've done at the time. And also, Jindi also stood so many times with me when I'm calling him from parts of the world in Pakistan or wherever in the Middle East saying, hey, I need this, I need that, I need it now, 2 a.m. And he became my right-hand man. So, you know, we got so many individuals. I got the wife here as well. Somewhere was the wife gone?
Evening. And as I've listened to the speakers, I can attest to so much of what they're saying. Mr. Ravi Singh, thank you so much for your comments and your comments about our city. I'm simply going to share one story with you. When the wildfires broke out, Red Cross quickly scrambled together. And as you heard the Premier say, one of the facilities that was stood up and pulled into action quickly was just over on Kuwaitan, the Billy Mosienko Arena. So too, though, was the soccer complex and other facilities as well. I went and visited those facilities not long after people from northern Manitoba began to arrive. And as I watched the people from northern Manitoba stream in, I thought, my goodness, what an experience it must be. Parents with their children, elders given just a moment's notice to get on the airplane, get one bag from your house, get on the airplane, fly to southern Manitoba, not knowing how long you're going to be here, not knowing what awaits you.
Okay. Giving $56,000 in support was the entirety of the Winnipeg Sangha. Just you guys showing up here tonight. Thank you so much. $26,000 from the Sikh Motorcycle Club. $21,000 from the Sikh Society of Manitoba. $10,000 from the Sikh South Center. $5,100 from the Winnipeg Kabaddi Club. $7,440 from Unicity Taxi. A $2,515 donation from Khalsa Diwan. a $5,000 anonymous donation today. A $500 donation from the India Association. And then this totals up to, sorry, trying to do some quick math here with the last minute donation, a total of a $133,515 donation, everybody. Incredible.
So 500 tickets, $50,000 just from the ticket purchase.